Oh, all right, everybody. Here we are. This is the sweet spot. We are here on the 11th hole of the Gary Player course. This is the best view in Connecticut right here. You can see out all throughout the whole valley over here. And the 11th hole is right behind us, 11th green. Don't tell Darren where we parked the cart.
No, he can't
to get the video here. So
that tripod is on a little chair.
Jody, if you're watching, don't
come up here.
Give us about 20 minutes here before you tell Darren where we're at. But anyway, hope everybody's doing well. A couple of quick things to go over before we get started. Hopefully I don't get too distracted today from the sunshine. It's a pretty nice day.
Beautiful.
Congratulations to Sharon Moret, winner of the foursome last week. Sharon, thank you for sharing. We had a little bit of trouble with the video last week.
You know
Found
what it
out
was?
not our fault.
No, why would it be our fault?
Facebook's fault there. So don't blame us. So viewership was down a little bit for our last episode, but that's okay. Sharon, congratulations, Sharon. We'll get you that foursome. Get us a message. We'll get it out to you. I think Sharon's already won one this year. So
she's been congratulations. She cleans up in the ladies' league
too. This is good. I like it.
Good player.
So anyway, like I said, we're here on the 11th hole of the Gary Player course.
Let's talk about. We wanted to broadcast from here pretty much every week.
Since day one.
And this is the first day that it hasn't really been windy. There's not a hint of wind.
Yep.
There's plenty of sun. This is an absolutely gorgeous golf course, this Gary Player course.
I love the Player course. Absolutely. There's 3 shots on the Player. I could take it or leave it. Every other hole is just, it's a masterpiece. I love it. This hole here, from the back tee, it is a well over 200-yard par 3. Downhill, a couple bunkers, one in the back, one protecting the front. But, it's deceiving because it plays downhill, so you think you can take a club less, but it plays long. It's a challenging hole. But, the 11th hole here, it's one of my favorites. This whole back 9 on the Player course is so spectacular. You start on number 10 with a tough driving hole to a little bit of elevated green. Then you come to 11 here, and you get this gorgeous par 3. 12, and just you can't. I don't know if you'll see it from the video here, but just over here to our right are the apple trees. So this is
Granny Smith's.
Yep, this is one of the hot spots in the fall for our golfers. They love coming up here. You could only golf course I know of that you could go and grab an apple right off the tree during your round and have a nice healthy snack while you're playing the course. I love it.
Beats a hot dog.
It does that. So 12 hugs the orchard.
You can go ahead, sure.
12 hugs the orchard. We got golfers back there. The group before us almost got a hole-in-one just a few minutes ago. I wish if we would have.
That would have been the second hole-in-one I saw today.
If we would have missed that, that would have been good. So we'll get into that a little later. So then 13 is kind of mirrors this hole. Another downhill par 3 with gorgeous views, snuggled right up against the orchard. Then you go down over to the meadow, and I love those holes. 14, drivable par 5, reachable par 5. 15 is a short little hole that just, the green is tough. The second shot always plays hard. And then 16 is a great par 3, and then you finish up with 2 par 5s, back-to-back long par 5s. I love the back 9 of the Player course.
Back 9, it's the best 9 on this property.
Absolutely, no question.
Ups and downs, but this
is why we play the PGA Junior League section championship on the back 9 of the Player course for that reason. 3 par 3s, 3 par 4s, 3 par 5s. I love it. Every shot you need to hit here.
Yes, it's just breathtaking. And when the parents come up here in August, they really love it. I mean, this is. Take a little nap up here, like we did in the peach orchard when those were blooming.
Yeah.
This is the place to be right now.
I could not agree more. I love this hole.
You can see the ball go in the hole, which is not every par 3 is like that. Every par 3 here is like that, but the blind par 3s, they're not very fun in my estimation.
No.
But we have, the 5
I
par 3s
love the
here.
elevated par 3s. It's
really good.
It's really good.
So I did see a hole-in-one today.
Yeah. Where were you?
Today I volunteered my services at the PGA Junior National Championships at Keeney Park.
Yeah, what a fun event.
This week is the girls' week.
Yep.
So they compete today, tomorrow. After tomorrow, there's a cut, and then Thursday and Friday for the championship. The course record was tied today. I forget the young lady, but I remember her. She is out of Delaware.
Okay.
Shot 65.
Decent score.
30 on the back. And I haven't looked at the scores in the past 2 hours. Maybe someone's gone lower than that. But there were a lot of red numbers. And they're playing from a legitimate yardage. They're not playing from 4,800 yards. They're playing from 6,250 out there. So, just to give you an idea,
This is incredible.
Greg and I played from 6,250 there. No, we played from the tips, but we did not shoot 5 under when we played there last time.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And the greens are running as fast as they ever have there. They have to be careful because they have tons of undulation there. But just watching these young talents hit balls on the practice range, and the chipping and the pitch shots, and I mean, these are the best young ladies in America. They're here. They're in Hartford. So if you have a chance in the next 3 days, and the weather's supposed to be pretty good, it'll cost you exactly $0 to get in. There's free shuttles to the Keeney Park Golf Course from the Keeney Park Cricket course, and I mean, it's just amazing. If you have a daughter, granddaughter,
take her and go watch some good golf.
It's going to motivate that young lady beyond belief. I mean, I'm motivated. I wish I could have taken some of those students, brought them to our clinics, just so they can showcase their abilities.
Just practice so people can watch.
Yes, this is how you chip a golf ball if you're top, 128 in the United States.
Yeah.
And that's what they are. These girls are unbelievable.
That's amazing. So you were talking about this hole-in-one.
Oh, I forgot. I totally went up on a tangent.
So she was pretty excited?
Not really. Very strange. So 18, we were just talking about blind holes. 18 at Keeney Park is blind, and where they put the pin, super blind, front left, and the ball went right in. I mean, just went into the cup, and there were about 3 or 4 people there, like kind of hooting and hollering. So I think that she thought it was either A, a tremendous shot, or B, maybe it went in the hole. And she got up there and she smiled and she picked the ball out of the hole and she walked
on
back.
To the next hole.
She just she didn't even hold a pin for the girls in the group. She was kind of, I'm sure she was more excited than she let on. But it was only her 9th hole, so she doesn't want to get too out of sorts because she had 9 more holes to play. But yeah, hole-in-one, Keeney Park. It was probably, I'm going to guess, about 175-yard hole. She threw it right into the clown's mouth.
It'd be a 75-yard hole. That's a good thing.
Dennis Dungy, I think he saw it live too. He's from the Connecticut section. He was out there. He was pretty pumped up.
That's good.
And I think it was the only hole-in-one today so far. I say so far because these girls are good. They are good.
But I mean, it's just incredible. Whenever you get to go watch anybody who's that good at what they do, and especially for these girls to be so young, it's awesome.
They're all under 18 years old. That's the restriction. A couple were in college already, but most of them are still in high school or going to enter college in the fall. They all have the bags that say the college they're going to or the college they're being recruited by. I saw the head golf coach at one of the best golf schools in the country, Duke. We actually exchanged a conversation. There was a lot of other college coaches there. John Wilson from our team, who's the head coach of Wesleyan here in Middletown, he'll be there on a couple of days. He's going to be doing some recruiting as well. So yeah, it's an experience. So for someone like a college coach to go, or just you have a 13 or 14-year-old daughter who's thinking about playing high school golf, I mean, you should try to make your way down there for a couple hours. It's free, so it's not like you got to get whacked $50 like the Travelers.
Right. No, it's a great time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gotta go check it out for sure. We had some juniors here last week. I think we talked about that. We had the junior tour event here. Some good scores there. Mm-hmm. This week is kind of a fun one for us. So we're hosting. It's a 4-day event here on the Jones course. It's the U.S. Deaf Golf Association National Championship. So these the qualifiers from the event this week go and play. They qualify for the 2020 World U.S. Deaf Golf Championships, which is in England.
Oh, really?
So they get to go over across the pond and play some golf. And there's some good players out there. This guy, even par through most of his round today, playing the Jones course from the Blue Tees. It's a tough golf course. It's playing pretty firm, pretty fast right now. So it's kind of fun to have these men and women here compete. Anytime you have, I call them real golf tournaments. Anytime you're playing a real golf tournament, it just it's so much fun to be around, to be a part of. You're not doing a scramble. You're not playing best spot. No, this is your own ball. Put it in a hole. Go play golf and be better than everybody else. And it's a lot of fun. Over 4 days, and that's a lot of golf. So
it's a lot of
very
golf.
excited. They're going to do, I don't know how this is going to work quite yet, but on Wednesday after they finish up, they'll be down at Apple 9 doing a shootout. Apple 9.
Can't wait.
You can see just right back over there. You can see the views there. Apple looks busy out there. We got another Papa Junior camp going. So, it's another benefit of being up here and keeping an eye down there on the Apple.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on my staff.
You can watch the corn maze grow from here too. You can see the corn maze right down over there too. This is the best spot to be right here.
I like that cloud that just showed up too. That was nice touch.
It's not going to be here long. It's not a very big one, John.
Well, we'll make the most of it.
But you can follow along with the scores for that championship and comment on our Facebook page and check out these golfers and what they're doing. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
What a great, genuinely good group of people too.
So nice.
Ashley was saying how maybe the nicest tournament, people the nicest that she's had all year. Just people are
very pleasant,
so
very happy
good.
to be here playing golf.
Yeah, just enjoying the day, enjoying their time here.
Absolutely.
Middlefield, Connecticut.
No, it's very good.
I was telling the former president of PGA, Jim Remy, about our place, and he was the president of PGA. I'm sure everybody comes up to him, but he asked me where I was a director, and I told him Lyman Orchards. He's like, "Tell me about the place," and I said, 45 holes of golf, kind of, sort of in the country. We're still in Connecticut, so it's not really the country. I'm sure you take offense to the word country when I say that. But in talking about the apples, and here we are, it's this is a special piece of property. I know we probably say that in every episode, but it really is special. It's so different than every other golf course that I've ever worked at.
Well, I mean, just to talk about the uniqueness of this place, it sits on 1,100 acres. It's been in the Lyman family since they've been on this property since 1741. It's the 8th or 9th oldest family-run business in America. It's just a beautiful spot. This weekend, this Saturday, check out Blueberry Fest. So the pick your own season has started. Strawberries are over. Raspberries are going right now. Blueberries are coming up this weekend. So Blueberry Fest, always fun. There's always a lot going on here. Come on down.
When are the Jostaberries coming?
Jostaberries, they're a couple more weeks.
I had a friend ask about when are the Jostaberries. I don't even know what a Jostaberry is.
It's a very short season for the Jostaberry. You gotta get it right when it's ready. So
better check
go into our website, put your email address down on the, get the updates, and you'll see when the Jostaberries are ready. I think there's a honeyberry or something that they do now too, which is a new breed of berry that people really want, and we just have a very small section. So they're always trying something.
Yeah, well, see what's a home run.
Now we get the wind going. Hopefully you can still hear us. I don't know.
I think we're kind of shaded in there. I bet you we can. It's going in the opposite direction.
So, but yeah, no, this is a beautiful piece of property. I think we're standing on the best part of it right here. I think you get everything that Lyman Orchards has to offer right here from this spot with the views, the apple trees. It's just it's a fun place to be. If you haven't been here, come take a drive, bring the kids. It's a great place. It's a great place to be. What did you think about Kawhi?
I was shocked that he left Toronto and left $50 million on the table.
Didn't seem to bother him.
The guy seems pretty happy. He recruited a buddy to go play with him. $50 million. I know he could make it up in like the 5th year of the contract, like if he resigns. That's probably what they're banking on. But $50 million.
That's a lot of money.
I mean,
and he went to LA and he went to the Clippers. The two best teams in the two biggest markets are not the Lakers and the Knicks. It's the Nets and the Clippers.
Yeah.
Now.
I don't think he wanted to play with LeBron.
LeBron is play LeBron.
He's not gonna be. It wouldn't be his team. I think now when the Clippers, it's with his team again. Even though he just came from Toronto, where it definitely would have been his team. I'm sure he just wants to live in Southern California, take a helicopter to Staples Center, not drive in, and then fly back home every day with his little helicopter.
I guess.
Sounds like a pretty good life. I mean, he's still making $141 million over 4 years, but he could have made like $191 over 5 or something crazy.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. All the NFL players are getting jealous.
Well, it's funny because all the players fight so hard to get these contracts. had the ability to get more money, but some of them didn't take it. He didn't take it.
They still want to just go play where they want to go play.
They want to play where they want to go play. Maybe it's the generation. Who
I
knows?
wonder, yeah, I don't know. And a lot of these guys are getting a lot smarter with their money, which is good.
Oh yeah, they're not hiring their buddies.
They're so that I think that helps a little bit, and I don't know how you tell anybody to turn up $50 million, but
$50 million.
you can survive on 140. That'll be all right. The NBA, I just can't get over how the NBA has changed to being this it's all about the off season. Nobody even cares about the season.
I think it's kind of sad that nobody cares about the games really.
And I
it's
think,
all the side story drama.
And I think with the 4 guys they got in LA between AD and LeBron and then Kawhi and Paul George, it would be impossible for me to watch any Lakers game this year. I mean, it's coming on at 10, 11, 12 o'clock. It's the game. These games are starting. Nobody's watching. I don't know how that's good for the NBA. Who?
I'm not
anywhere,
gonna stay up. I can't do it.
Anywhere, East Coast, Central Time Zone, they're not staying up that late to watch the LeBron play basketball.
No, the NBA.
And so the off season just gets even more big, and the season gets even.
They have to. I think I said this a long time ago. They have to reward the regular season more.
Yes.
Because you have to give more home games to the top seeds.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. I think that's the only way to. Because these guys they're just trying to stay healthy for the postseason. Or make this regular season a lot shorter.
Just make it shorter.
Put more precedent on the games. Turn it into a 60-game regular season.
They were talking about that.
I mean, it would hurt. It would hurt the average guy because the average guy who works concessions at the building, now he's got 10 or 11 less dates that he could work. Things like that. But I guess that's not important.
I was going to make a comment about a minimum wage, but maybe I'll leave that alone.
Minimum wage going up.
So
congratulations.
Let's keep moving on.
When does that move up? Just curious.
I don't remember. I was thinking about that today. I was doing some budgeting.
Is it October 1st?
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody.
Is it October 1st?
You can go down and promise the whole
the
staff.
end of the year?
Everybody's getting a raise. You're all getting a raise. Great job. Great job. Except you already make $11.50. You're not getting a raise. Thank you.
But can you keep working hard, please?
Yes.
Because I
keep working
really
hard.
need you to. I really need
If you don't like it, write to Miss Governor Lamont.
Stop. Oh, this is where we're going now, huh?
We shouldn't talk
Yeah,
politics.
I don't think we should.
I got into a little texting snafu with a few other friends, and then we realized we're not going to change anything. So let's just talk golf.
Why are we
We're talking
worried about
baseball.
it? Yeah.
Yes.
All-Star break.
Yeah.
The Cubs are just meddling through the season.
Sox won 4 games in a row.
The Cubs in the last 20 games, they're under 500. Just nobody's pulling away in the NL Central, so they're still right there. But man, they're missing just a prime opportunity. The Brewers and St. Louis, they're struggling. They just got to. I don't know what they're doing. Picking fights with Yasiel Puig. What are you doing? Just muddling along.
I'll tell you what. I know it's the Red Sox. Watch out for these Red Sox in the second half. I'm telling you, they have underachieved big time, and they're gonna. 4-game winning streak going into the break. If they just get a little better starting pitching, they're gonna be the same team that won the World Series last year.
That's great. I can't wait. I still think what's going to happen with the Yankees. I think they're all going to get healthy, and then they're just going to start losing all their games. I think that's what's going to happen.
It might. I mean, we'll see if they can get healthy. Stan is back on the IL or whatever they call it now. DL, IL, IR.
I call it DL.
2 letters. Put any 2 letters together.
Yeah.
The Yankees are the best. I don't even say they're the best team. Maybe the best team in the American League. Dodgers are really good. Watch out. Red Sox. I'm telling you, get a little pitching. They're going to get, I forget the guy's name. That's how big of a fan I am. They're going to get, that's embarrassing. Someone's coming back off the IL.
Help John out.
We need a bullpen. We need a bullpen badly. Maybe they'll make a trade.
To the Red Sox. I'm sick of that team.
They're going to be fine. Anything else going on here this week, or you got big plans for the family?
We don't. We got my wife's wife and daughter out of town. One more day.
Wow.
Sleep in peace. This would be nice.
Yeah.
Bed early. No, we're doing we got the special though. all month long on the Gary Clare course right here. $35 during the week. It's a steal. We got to check out the bunkers. We got all new bunkers out here. Course is in awesome shape. Everything's starting to firm up, and this golf course plays so much better when it's dry.
Yes.
And it's hard and it's fast. The ball's rolling. The greens are rolling out. We had the tournament today. They cut and rolled today, and the golfers were coming in going, "Whoa, those greens were fast. How we can't even stop the ball."
Good.
We like to see that. So it's everything's playing really nice out there. Superintendent's not worried about. I mean, he's worried, but he didn't have anything glaring that we're trying to take care of. I got word that contractor's going to be here maybe the end of next week to start working on some of these cart paths. So
good.
it's not going to fix everything. Still got some cart path issues, but they're going to fix some of the other bad areas. We got a priority list. We took care of a bunch last year, and taking care of some more this year. We got a new bridge on the 14th hole of the Jones course. That's going to be pretty fun. The old bridge which is basically a dam blocking the sawmill from going into the Coggachog River. So going to get rid of the old bridge, bring a new bridge in. This is the biggest controversy though around the 14th hole. So anybody who's played the 14th hole of the Jones course, there's a big tree on the left side of the fairway, and 90% of the golfers, if you hit a good drive, you're right behind the tree. It's a par 4, so you can't go around it. They limbed it up so you can kind of go underneath it. It is the most perfectly positioned tree to be in your way of any golf hole I've ever seen. Well, we're debating whether or not to build another approach up on the other side of the creek and get rid of the tree, which would make the hole a lot easier. But I have a few members that I think are going to literally chain themselves to the tree.
It's one of those strategic trees you don't want to see go away.
So I think that's the next great controversy. If you want to weigh in, let us know what your thoughts are. Feel free. But anyway, we got a new bridge coming in. Do some cart path work around that. Get some new irrigation. Maybe expand out the fairway a little bit down there at the bottom. So 14 on Jones getting a little facelift, which is going to be kind of fun. So we got a couple of those projects coming up, and we're in it now. We got another pay the date coming up. I think it's the 29th this month. So $29 on the 29th. So you got to check that out. $35 on the player course all month long. And then I can't tell you what it is yet, but we're going to do a Jones course promotion in August. We just talked about that this morning. Finalized some of the details. So I'm excited about that.
We're talking about facelifts. I got a little surprise yesterday.
What'd you get?
I got a picture from my wife. My boy got his first haircut yesterday. Surprise, surprise. No more curls.
Oh, you got rid of the curls? He's a lady killer with those things.
Oh, I can't believe she cut him. But, mommy knows best.
You don't get involved there.
I came home. He's cute as a button. He shows a little more of his face. Beautiful face. A lot of people think he looks like me. Beautiful face. And, but no more curly hair. It was funny because when he got his hair wet when he was coming out of the pool, it was like mid-back.
Wow.
So it was a pretty good mullet.
I saw
but
him
it was
the other day.
so
He was running around the putting green over there.
Yeah. He had a great time.
He was having a blast.
But no, Mommy said, let's cut that hair.
All right.
So he looks like a very distinguished little boy now, not a little rugrat
I
anymore.
like that.
So,
that's good.
yeah, that was a little facelift for the
Sharp.
boy.
Son of a PGA golf pro, clean cut.
He's got more.
There you go.
He fits that mold a little more now. But I liked the curls, and they were bouncing, and now they're gone. They're not coming back. I can tell you.
Yeah, no.
Once they're gone,
they're gone.
And that's it. So the party's over for those curls. But he's a big boy now. So
that's good. You guys are getting ready to do a little vacay here coming up, aren't you?
Yeah, we might go on a little vacay. We'll see. We'll see how. We'll see if we can get away for a week or so soon.
It'd be well earned, well deserved.
Yes, definitely.
Working
Both of us,
hard.
I'd say. My wife would be very excited to go somewhere, so hopefully we can go somewhere.
That's good. That's good.
Maybe I'll bring my golf clubs. Probably not.
Yeah. Don't ruin vacation.
Maybe I kind of want to bring my putter, so when the kids take a nap,
there you go.
I can just go over and throw any local course. Hey, I'm John DeBlino, PGA golf professional, and I'm just trying to make the most of nap time. Would you mind if I hit some putts? Because I'm in a tournament next week, and if I don't hit some putts, I'm gonna. we look bad.
What tournament?
We are playing in the second leg of the Pro-Am series.
Yeah, okay.
It's at Wampanoag.
When's the Hartford one coming up, too? You got that?
The week after that, on Tuesday.
Jeez,
Monday,
look at you
Tuesday.
go.
I know.
Oh,
Hey,
I
yeah,
know.
we're having a good time. We're going to go to Wamp. Yeah, I was at Wamp yesterday.
Yep.
PGA Junior League. Yeah, under 17 team. And these kids are so good. They're so much fun to watch.
Good.
You know who's more fun to watch is the parents.
Yeah.
I walked around with one of the
no
parents.
question about that.
He's a great guy, and he's living and dying with each of his daughter's shots, and it was hilarious because I just fast forwarded myself to 10 years, and I'm like, am I gonna do this with Nicholas? Probably.
Yep.
Probably gonna be just like
Probably going to be just like it.
just like it. So, but it was a lot of fun. That course is in amazing shape. We're having a nice run of weather here, so most courses are in
With the
really good
10-day.
shape.
The 10-day forecast looks great. I mean, a little hot, but there's nothing wrong with a little hot. It's summertime.
It's good.
Keeps the muscles loose, you know.
Yeah, sweating is good
Ball
for
goes
you.
far. Yeah, absolutely. No,
Oh,
it's
yes. So I'll tee it up soon.
Whoops.
Well, that was a grounder.
That was a grounder over there, buddy.
It's all right. Go right back to your bag. Get another one.
You know,
Re-tee
one
it.
thing that I think maybe, I don't know that he got that past the ladies' tee. I think it's a good thing he's playing by himself.
I believe they're called the forward tees now.
Forward tees.
Yes.
In this
Forward.
context, I think.
Yes, forward. Well, there's a rule about the forward tees too.
What's that?
I don't think I can say it.
Oh,
I think you know it.
no,
You baiting me to say
sure.
that? If a man
I
can't
don't
hit
think
it
that's a
past the
good-
forward tees,
I don't think that's a good idea.
well, you can ask your friends.
He's not teeing up another one, though. He's playing it as it lies.
Good for him.
This is good. I like
No,
this.
you were wrong.
Oh,
Back to the tee.
and that cart must be long, isn't it?
I like that T-shirt though.
Yeah, it's
No, it's not a T-shirt. It's not a T-shirt.
let's see how we do here on this one.
Well,
It's gonna
remember a
blast
couple
this
weeks
little
ago with the 7 putt? No, I like his basic play. Oh, that's a good
Oh.
shot. It's right in the hole.
bit. I think that's going right.
He's holding his hip pretty good. That's the look of,
That's-
I have to hit out of a bunker.
Yeah, that's way right.
Way right?
Yeah.
That's a look of, let's just drive to the next hole. Well,
This is what we should do. This should be the sweet spot. We should go out on the golf
Just be
course and just
critical of
talk about
people.
everybody.
we have to
How
be,
they're doing.
yeah. Well, I thought about we should have done it today at Keeney Park, but we couldn't be critical of any of those
What are you
kids.
gonna
They're
say?
unbelievable.
You could talk about the parents, maybe.
Be like,
but not the
geez,
kids,
another
yeah.
good shot. Oh, hole in one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
well, there you go. Well,
Oh, you made bogey? You are terrible. Yes, and I want to apologize to Tim Paragon while I get a chance.
why?
Because he was supposed to come on the air with us
Yeah.
last week, and he was looking forward to it. And after we went off the air, he's like, "When do you want me to come over?" And I'm like, "Oh, I blew it." But we'll have him on as a
Tim,
guest
we'll
in
have you on.
August.
We'll have you on in August when we do the
We talk junior golf.
junior PGA Junior League Section Championship.
He's doing another drive, chip, and putt today.
Yeah, he's in it now.
Oh, he's
I saw Tim. He was here 3 days last week. Tim does all the junior golf for Connecticut Section PGA, and he's really good at what he does. Tim is awesome,
Mhm.
and he is just every day. I mean, when he was here that day on Monday last week, he was here from 5:30 until 8:30,
Yeah.
and that's every day for him. Then drive, chip, and putt. He was here 7 or 6:30 to
Yep.
5:30, whatever it was. I mean, this kid's working a ton.
Yes, he does.
He's involved with all the section events as well. I mean, he's just, I don't know how he does it. I mean, those are long days.
He's not married and doesn't have
Wow.
children.
I mean,
That's
yeah, that's pretty
that's
much
one way to
that's
do it.
pretty much how it goes.
Yep.
But you pretty much work those hours too, and you're married and have kids. So how does that go?
Well, some days it goes well.
Yeah.
Depends if I pick up dinner and bring it home or not. If I do, it goes well when I
It
get
goes
home.
pretty good.
If I forget, or if I forget, I might as well just go home at 10 o'clock. Make sure everybody's
Oh,
asleep.
I got late. Yeah, I'm too late. I can't get there.
That is it. Let's go jump in a pool or something.
Yeah,
Trying to get that sweat going again.
There you
That
go.
glow is coming back.
it's good for you. You said it's good to
It
sweat.
is good. I've been doing some sweating. It is good for me. I need to sweat more.
So make sure you share the video, make it public, and we'll enter you in to win the free foursome. Sharon Moret, thank you very much for sharing last week. You are the big winner here. We got another group coming around here to the tee. Hopefully they're not playing the back tees.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're going for a ride. They don't even have a golf bag.
I think that's what they're doing.
Very good.
Somebody needs to tell them the apples aren't quite ready yet. I got a story about something happened yesterday. Probably shouldn't say it, so I'm not going to.
Oh, we both have a story.
Oh, there you go.
Let's not tell the story.
Let's not tell the stories. We're going to write a book one day
ever end. We could just take a chapter,
You can.
ask every golf professional to put a little story in there. Oh my goodness, that's what we should do.
And you have to include the superintendents too, because they get some good ones.
Of course.
Can you imagine?
Oh, give me your best story.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I had the
amazing.
superintendent. He's a friend of his had a during frost delay season is like the worst time of year for a golf professional because you just get a million questions. When can we go? When can we go? When's the frost going to be done?
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest problem is you can't see. You can only see the putting green. So hey, putting green's clear. Let me go. Well, there's number 4 is still got an inch of ice on it. So he rigged up something from the shop and he brought it down to the pro shop and he called it the Frost-O-Matic. And he convinced the golf pro that this is going to change his life. It's going to tell him exactly when the frost is going to leave, so he can tell the golfers and communicate. He put it up the one day, and he rigged it all up. And the guy called him, and it was about 10 o'clock. And he's going, "What? The frost? It hasn't gone off yet. I think something's wrong with the Frost-O-Matic." And the guy's just roaring on the ground. This is no Frost-O-Matic.
No.
It's Mother Nature, my friend. You can't do it. So
Nope. No
I thought
Frost-O-Matic.
that was a pretty good story. So we talk about that every time when we have frost delay. I ask my super for the Frost-O-Matic so I can find out when we're gonna be able to let people play.
I just usually just hide in my office. And then I'll come out and say, all right, let's go. It's like after a lightning storm. I got told by a very respected PGA member, he goes, I don't think you handled that lightning delay very well. And I said, why? And he said, well, you started answering questions for me. Don't do that. He goes, you're the man, he said. He said, make sure you do this next time. Blow the horn, get in your car, go to Starbucks, treat yourself to a nice coffee, come back, lock yourself in the office, and then when you're 100% certain that the safety of the individuals is okay, come out and say, let's go. And I go, well, safety is...
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, he said...
That's my first rule of thumb whenever I'm training a staff member is when they ask you what the weather's going to do, you don't give them an answer because if it doesn't do what you said it's going to do, it's your fault.
Indeed.
And they are going to be mad. And you don't have any control over it.
Under
but
promise.
You said it was going to stop raining
Because
and
you
are a liar.
The PGA school is a whole chapter and test on meteorology. People don't know that we took. We're amateur meteorologists.
Absolutely.
Like Scott Haney.
You're just as accurate some days.
Some days. Today was pretty good.
Today they nailed
Sunny,
it.
90.
Nailed it pretty good.
It's a tough one.
It's not very...
It was a tough one today.
That's
I
really
think they
good.
missed the miles an hour by 1
Yeah.
for wind.
It wasn't windy when we came up here. Now it's breezy.
Oh, yeah, it's like a
but it
hurricane
actually
up
feels
there.
really good.
What happened to that group?
The one without the golf bag?
Well, they had like a tennis racket on the
I
back.
haven't seen them go by over here yet.
Not good.
We should check in on that at some point.
I should go check in with the Apple 9 crew.
You've been there all day. I
Nope.
can hear their cart going very fast down the hill over there.
Well, you have gray hair.
I hope, oh boy, some days it's hard. Some days are harder than others here,
Yep.
but that's okay. You got to go check in at Apple.
Yeah, I do.
Next week, are you here next week?
Next week, maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
might be here. Might be
Might
here.
be here.
Might be here.
Okay. Well, if you're not here, I'm finding a guest speaker or guest host, and they're going to come in.
Yeah.
Can you leave your yellow water bottle?
Oh, I've barely been drinking it.
Yeah.
My iced coffee's all done. Yeah, I'll leave that, or I'll leave the beaver here in case I'm like, oh, this guy just came from.
There you go. Playing it backwards.
Where are they coming from?
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's. I know where they're coming from. They just skip around this way home. Yeah. Hey guys.
They come from the bar.
Yep.
Happy hour started.
It's Middlefield League night. Here we go. We're ready to do it.
That's it. The first hole will be number 11. You're
Yep.
a player.
Why not? Give it a shot.
If you sit out here at the golf course, you'll see a lot of stuff.
I hate it when people don't play the holes in order.
Let's stop.
That's my
Let's stop
biggest
now
pet
before
peeve.
we really start venting. We want to save these stories for our
Oh,
book.
all right. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks for
Yes,
watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.